Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Lore Master's Lair. I'm the Laughing Salesman, coming around with another cart of items and treasures you can use at your table. This month we turn to look at some of the many treasures of the Dragon Empire, to see if there are any Eastern treasures that might tickle you or your player's fancy. So let's see what I brought with me today. Our first set is going to be tied closely to the royalty of Minkai. Well, if I'm being honest, a lot of them are going to be Minkai today. Usually for Tian Xia items, we either have the generals or, because of the Adventure Pass, we have stuff specifically catered to Minkai. So, Minkai it is, but starting with a treasure originally made to hide treasures, the Warding Box. Made 8 foot by 8 foot by 3 foot in 3 shelves. Each can hold what needs to be hidden. Then, all you need to do is close the box and presto! No one can detect what is inside. A good way to cancel out any prying divination magic. But what is inside, you may ask? Well, new weapons one might find interesting. First, the weapons connected to the nobles of Minkai, in which belongs to the Amaterasu family itself, Suishen. This katana is said to contain the souls of the scions of the Amaterasu family. It is an intelligent weapon, a good advisor, and knows where the members of the Amaterasu family are within 60 feet. In addition, it does have certain abilities which come to the forefront when certain enemies of the Amaterasu are slain, including protection from energy, the Flaming Burst ability, Invisibility Purge, and Bane against Oni. Second, connected to the house of Sugimatsu, is the Thundering Blade. This is not the Thundering Blade. The Thundering Blade. This +1 Thundering Naginata has long belonged to the Sugimatsu, with a large break time when it was under an Oni's control. But now it is here in my shop for cheap. Like its two brothers, you better have justice in your heart if you want to control the blade. And remember to drive it straight into the ground to cast a mighty shout. And third, the ancestral weapon of the Higashiyama family, the Daikyu of Commanding Presence, which this also isn't. I don't have bows and swords with me, unfortunately. This longbow magically adjusts itself to match the strength of the wielder, making a weapon any can use. It can also shoot arrows imbued with daylight, the lights of which help chase away fears and rally a charge. Doubly so for samurai, who can use the bow as a banner and can challenge enemies within the bow's range. So, we have dealt with a few weapons, but we still have a few more on the table, including the Terra Cotta Talismen. These are designed to bring forth luck in battle, turning a near failure into a victory. In addition, they host an ancestral spirit inside, giving you advantages based on the figure. Horses come with phantasmal steeds, hounds with Mage's Faithful Hound, and warriors with everyone's favorite, spiritual allies. Regardless, it is always going to have someone watching over you. So too do we have armor, which looks well on the back of any of these warriors, even if the warriors themselves do not look good for long afterwards. The Do-Maru of Broken Flesh is an armor made for survivors, allowing one to heal what would otherwise be devastating wounds. In addition, it allows them to be freed from many physical status conditions and ability score damage. However, in exchange, the damage healed will leave behind a nasty scar, one which eats away at one's charisma. which it has the ability to heal, so I'm not sure how long-term the consequences would be, but I might want to use it conservatively nonetheless. But there are other ways to fix charisma, like the famed Kikuya's Sensu. Once owned by a famed Orion, this fan both gives a bonus to all charisma checks, as well as a substitute for somatic opponents when somatic opponents are required. But the fan also has its own tricks up its sleeve. One face of the fan able to cast calm emotions, the other forceful hand, and to whisper behind it is to cast Whispering Winds. It is everything a lady could ever need. But we need a comfortable place worthy of lady as well. So let's mount the Sashimoto of Comfort. This is a purple banner with 3 orchid flowers emblazoned on it. It is made to be mounted either on a weapon or a vehicle, and causes the area around it to be protected from extreme weather conditions, as per Endure elements. In addition, when planted, it makes the heat 50 degrees colder, and the cold 50 degrees warmer. Definitely something you want when traveling cold winter, or if you're like me, in a hot summer. And what better way to reach the rest of Tian Xia than with tea? The Karyukai Tea Set is specially made for tea ceremonies. Even better, when one performs a tea ceremony using exceptional tea, a simple check of diplomacy allows one to grant 6 people benefits to protect them from poison and fear, to neutralize poison and disease, and to give them first the effects of heroism, then greater heroism. Better yet, the tea smells like the blooming willow grove. I'm not much for tea myself, but I would not mind being the 7th person at that table. But of course, you do not really need tea for a tea ceremony, do you? If your substitute is good enough. Which is why the last item I bring today is the Sieshinru, which is Spirit Elixir. Containing the essence of guardians and minkai distilled in a fruity mixture, this drink allows a person to consume it to roll 2 d20s during battle, and use the battle results for up to 10 turns. And if you have connections to any of the 5 noble families of minkai, a creature reduced to 0 can receive healing. Another item for the rich and famous, unfortunately, but it still tastes delightful. And that is today's video. A nice set of 1E items which might make your next Eastern style game interesting. But for me, I'm all tapped out, so come again next week when the Lore Master returns and begins month 2 of our Tian Xia Marathon. As for me, I'll see you next time my cart comes around.